Are you tired of selling your cards on eBay, creating the listing, taking the pictures, front, back, shipping, non-paying bidders? Let the pros at Fanatics Marketplace do all of the work for you. I do. That's why I use Fanatics for my vaulting and for my selling. If you've got a bunch of unwanted inventory that you've been sitting on for days, weeks, months, years, ship it to Fanatics Marketplace and let them do all the work. Just make sure when you ship it, you use the promotional code Cajun, all capital letters, CAJUN, and tell them that Cajun Cardboard sent you, and let the pros do the rest at Fanatics Marketplace. Hey guys, Bryan with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana with mail day number 156. Don't blink, this is going to be quick. As always, the cards that I'm about to show you, and there are only 5, they are all basketball cards, and 3 of these cards are Michael Jordan cards, and 3 of these cards are Michael Jordan hierarchy cards. All of my cards are going to be shared with you from my Fanatics Collect Vault. I vault all of my valuable Michael Jordan cards. If you guys are interested in learning more about that, please feel free to message me on Instagram or comment below. I'm always happy to discuss. It's been an invaluable resource for the way that I collect and the way that I move in and out of cards to grow my collection as an investor and a collector. So here we go. Let me switch you guys over here. Let's pull up mail day number 156. This is a shareable link that I've created. I'm going to click start slideshow, and we're going to start at the top, okay? We're going to start at the top and work our way down. Sorry for the buzzkill, but this is going to be the biggest and the baddest that you see on this video today. This is the 1996 Topps NBA Stars Finest Atomic Refractor. It is a tough card. It is miserable pack odds. It is a hierarchy card. It is a PSA 10 copy. And no, you can't tell one thing about how this is an atomic refractor because it's a 2D image. We talk about it all the time. That's the one downside of vaulting is I can't swivel the doggone card. I wish I could swivel it around and show you how awesome it is. Trust me, it is an atomic refractor because it's right there. This is card number 124. There are 3 NBA Stars Finest Atomic Refractors from 1996. There's the number 24, the number 74, and the number 124 that you see on your screen here today. Very low pop card. We're about to look at that in a little more detail. I do want to remind you, if you watch till the end of this video, at the end of the video, I am going to make sure that one of the videos that it leads you to on the exit screen is my most recent video featuring the 12 Michael Jordan Atomic Refractors from his playing years. This is one of those 12 cards. Anything else you want to know about Atomic Refractors is going to be in that video. The pops, the prices, the cheapest, the hardest to pull, the easiest to pull, the highest gem rate, the lowest gem rate, the most number of gems, the least number of gems. All that information is going to be in the video that's going to be part of the exit screen when you finish watching this video. So make sure you watch until the very end. All right, here's my family of atomic refractors. As I mentioned, there are 12 of them. I have 10 of those refractors. We'll flip through them real quick. The only well, let's start here with the Bowman's Best Honor Roll Refractor with Jordan on the front, Hakeem on the back. That is a PSA 10 copy. The mirror image, one of the easier, one of the cheaper ones. It's actually got 4 players on it, including 2 Hall of Famers with Michael Jordan. No, not Ron Mercer. He's not a Hall of Famer, but there's Gary Payton on the back, and then a would-be Hall of Famer, Stephon Marbury. And by the way, still might get into the Hall of Fame one day. If freaking Michael Cooper and Ginobili can get in, Stephon Marbury might be able to get in as well for his exploits over in China. Remember, it's a World Basketball Hall of Fame, a Naismith Hall of Fame, not an NBA Basketball Hall of Fame. So you got like broadcasters and international dudes and coaches in there and Oscar Schmidt and all kinds of people that played international and did different things in other countries. 1997 Bowman's Best Techniques Michael Jordan Refractor, Atomic Refractor, PSA 10. The 96 Bowman's Best Cuts Atomic Refractor, and this is where I had to slum it because it's such a valuable card, such a rare, such an expensive card in PSA 10. As of right now, I've only got the PSA 9, so that is a placeholder atomic right there for the Bowman's Best Cuts. Next, we got the Stadium Club, the only Stadium Club Atomic Refractor, and that's Jordan on the front, that's Stack on the back, as you can see, and that is a PSA 9 Atomic Refractor placeholder as well. Tough to find that card without any greening. Yes, I know it's green. Deal with it. 97 Bowman's Best Atomic Refractor number 96, PSA 10. Atomic Refractor 97 Bowman's Best number 60, PSA 10. 1996 Bowman's Best Shots. This card's been selling a lot lately. There's not that many of these out there, but this has been selling a lot lately, and it's doing mighty well in the price column. I do say so my damn self. And this Atomic Refractor number BS6, Bowman's Best Shot, is also a PSA 10. The Bowman's Best Atomic Refractor, the most valuable one that I do own, is this number 80 from 96 Bowman's Best in PSA 10. This one has pushed over the $20,000 mark. And then, of course, the one that you're seeing today is the last one on the list. So there's 10 out of the 12. I'm still missing 2. The 2 that I'm missing are the other 2 96 NBA Stars Finest Atomic Refractors, number 24 and number 74. So I am on the lookout for those. Yes, there are a couple copies on eBay, but they are exorbitantly, extremely, drastically overpriced. So that's that. Here's the card's population report. And again, I'm going to spend a lot of time on this one because this is the card that matters the most. This is the card that I'm most excited about picking up. Anytime you pick up an Atomic PSA 10, it's a pretty big deal, and it's an expensive endeavor as well. 14 PSA 10s out of here, so I've got one of the 14. The gem rate's actually pretty high, but check it out. Only 94 have ever been graded, and that's because of the massive, massive pack odds to pull this card, which you can find on your Cajun Cardboard hierarchy poster if you are a lucky owner of one of those posters. Here's my card. Unfortunately, I didn't set the all-time record, but I did set the most recent record. Let's put it that way. I saw this thing. It was listed on ComC, which is reputable. They're a humongous reputable consignor on eBay. The card looked good. The card looked clean. The color looked great to me, and Jordan's wearing those badass Concords, and so I had to pick the card up. So $6,906.10 was the fixed price sale that we got done. Significantly more than the last sale, but if you kind of scroll back, the card sold for $16,500 back in 2021. I don't know what the card's worth, but I know this was significantly less expensive than the number 24 and the number 74 have been selling for. So I figured, why the hell not? Even if I'm 1,000 over, I do plan to hold this for a long time, and I do plan to complete the 12 out of 12 Atomic Refractor run for Michael Jordan, and preferably in PSA 10 one day, if that is even possible. So moving along, next one on our list is also a Jordan. It's also a hierarchy card, and it's a little bit off the radar. Okay, so everybody's familiar with the 1990 Skybox base card, but this is the number 41 prototype, and so this is a really, really beautiful card. If everybody recalls, I think the back of the regular Skybox card is Jordan playing golf, but this has got a different image on the back here, and it's got prototype running across the top left corner of it, left to right. 90 Skybox means a lot to me. It was one of the first basketball products that I really, really dove into and bought boxes of as a kid way back in 1990. I was 16 years old. It was just drastically different than anything we had ever seen in the baseball, basketball, or football hobby to that point, in my opinion. Just a beautiful product. PSA 9s are tough, and let me show you why I say that. Here's the PSA 9 that I purchased right there. That's my card. This is my sale. It's on Fanatics Weekly. I paid $444 for this copy. If we look at the pop report, you'll see there's 94 9s, so not the rarest thing in the world, but there's only 8 PSA 10s. So really, this is the next best thing. The PSA 10 takes you into a whole nother world price range. Will I take that plunge? It just depends on where it's at right now, to be honest with you. But I had a PSA 8 in my collection. I picked up this PSA 9 for $444. My intention is to sell the PSA 8 and recoup about half of that money. As you can see, if the 9's about a $400 to a $450 card, the PSA 8 is about a $200 to $225 card, somewhere in there. So I should be able to get a little bit less than half of my money back. If you really want to get wild and throw a party, here's the PSA 10. The last one sold. Look at when the last one sold. It's been 3 years ago, 5,656. That would be a much more valuable card today. I don't care what Card Ladder says. That card would sell for more than $5,000 if it sold today. So PSA 10, it takes you to another level price-wise. That's card number 2 on our list, another hierarchy card that you'll find in Tier 4. The third card is a little bit strange, a little bit out there. I decided to do a little bit of buy raw, grade, and flipping. And so I checked out the heat map. I checked out Mike Baker's heat map on this particular card, and it looked pretty good to me. It's got a little whitening down here on the bottom left corner. It's probably PSA 8, PSA 9, something like that. So I picked this up really, really cheap. This is the Middle Star Power Plus GP. I do like Gary Payton, and these are going to be kind of fun cards to maybe get graded and then place in some of these repacks that I plan on doing. Yes, I'm going to do some repacking pretty soon. I think you guys are going to like it, and if you're not a person who's a fan of repacks, well, guess what? Just don't buy them. It's easy. So I think they're going to be fun. I think they're going to be enjoyable. I think it's going to be fun really to put together. Here's what the heat map says. It makes no mention of that bottom left white corner, which is odd to me. It says top left. Well, trust me, the bottom back, the front front bottom left corner is a problem. I don't know why Mike Baker didn't put it on his heat map, but you can kind of look at it right here and see that bottom left white corner is definitely going to be an issue. There's no doubt about that. That's going to keep it from jimming for sure, and most likely it's going to result in the PSA 8. But that's card number 3 on the list. Card number 4 on the list is another Totolo. It's a card I already own, so this was a buy raw grade flip kind of deal. Again, Mike Baker says back top left corner. Let's go look for ourselves. Yep, Mike Baker's right. Look at the whitening up there in the top left corner, clear as a bell. Again, these high definition Fanatics images, and from their predecessor PWCC, they took over that technology. These images are so detailed that it's going to make it look worse on the images than it would in real life. I forget what the magnification level is, but it's significant. This actually looks really good on the front, maybe a little bottom left issue there as well, but again, the images are so detailed it might not be as bad as it looks, but who knows. I'm gonna get the thing graded and run it up the flagpole. What I did is I priced them as PSA 8s, and then I subtracted about $25, and that was kind of what my max bid was. And so you know, if they come back PSA 8s, I sort of break even. If they come back 7s, I probably lose. If they come back 9s, I probably win a pretty good bid. If they come back 10s, it's a smashing home run, but none of these 3 are going to be 10s. And I say 3 because there's another one. It's a Ray Allen Hoops Frequent Flyers. This one actually does have a chance. Number one, it has no corners, and so there's not going to be any corner issues. I do need to make sure that the surface is not bad. Mike Baker didn't seem to mention anything about it. This is from 1997, so it's the second year for Ray Allen. I just think it's a really good looking card. The pop report is very minuscule for this card, maybe because it's not worth anything and nobody thinks it's worth grading. Mike Baker says no issues on the front, no issues on the back, so that's good enough by me. We'll run it up the flagpole. I'm guessing this one's going to get a PSA 9. I bet it goes 789 or 879 or something like that if I had to guess. I just want to have some fun. I just want to do some mail days. I just want to share some PSA grade reveals with you guys for some awesome cards in the 90s for Hall of Famers like GP and Jordan and Ray Allen. So that's it, guys. That is mail day number 156. Of course, the monster in this one is going to be this just big atomic refractor here. This is a big boy card that I was happy to pick up, and gets me one step closer to completing the 12-member Jordan atomic refractor family. Thank you guys as always for watching. If you want to support the channel, remember, if you're going to vault like me at Fanatics Collect, or if you plan to sell cards on the Fanatics Collect Weekly, which has become a hotbed for selling 90s basketball cards, it is the place to sell your 90s basketball cards. I can very conclusively and confidently say that because I've got quite a bit of experience buying and selling on the Fanatics Collect Weekly auctions, and I've done quite well as a seller, and I've had to stretch and do some finagling as a buyer and maybe sometimes break a few records. So that's what sellers want. They want to be able to get top dollar for their cards. If you're selling a 90s basketball card for a Hall of Famer, you're going to do well and your card's going to get plenty of eyeballs. It used to be an issue. It is no longer an issue. It is the place to sell your 90s basketball cards. But if you're going to sell them, please consider using the promo code Cajun, all capital letters, CAJUN. If you're nervous or overwhelmed about how to submit your cards to Fanatics Collect Weekly auction to sell those cards, I've got a number of tutorials on my Cajun Cardboard YouTube channel. Just go search, how to sell cards on Fanatics Weekly or something like that. I don't know. I'm not a tech savant, but you should be able to find the video. It's on my channel. It's been in the past 90 days. So if you just kind of scroll back, I did a nice little walkthrough of how to do it, how to enter the promo code, how to package your cards, how to ship them, and what to expect. So y'all go check that out. Again, the Atomic Refractors video, which I think is going to be pretty popular and pretty well received. It's a PowerPoint presentation with a bunch of stats and a bunch of good pictures. It's at the end of this, so stay tuned. At the end, when I exit and you hear the music, you'll be able to click it and watch the Atomic Refractor video. Thank you guys for watching. Keep collecting. Stay positive in the hobby. And peace.